So Kodak Black decided to do something of what he would probably consider to be an apology, but the rest of the world might not see it the same way, back towards Lauren London after his comments that he made after the death of her beloved Nipsey Hussle. And to be honest with you, I still don't think he gets it. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Aight, so yeah. So apparently Kodak Black doesn't know the difference between an apology, a sincere apology, and just saying something so, you know, people could think that you didn't mean something that you've said or done. So there's a clip of Kodak Black doing what I believe he thinks or what he wants us to accept as an apology towards Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle. I'm going to play that clip for y'all, and I'm going to come back with my commentary.
On the internet, that's how you feel, bro. That's how y'all want to feel. And I got a whole tour, like, I'm in Georgia right now, tomorrow I'll be in Norfolk, Virginia, like, wherever y'all see me at, if that's how y'all feel, that's how y'all feel. Don't try to little boy me on no internet like, oh, motherfucking. Nigga, you could hit my line. Rest in peace to dude. If I disrespected, knowing nothing in any way, even though I know I didn't, my bad. My bad. But listen, I got niggas who I say fuck you to their face, so I ain't got.
Alright, so I'm not going to start that, to be honest with you, but anyway, it's the best. So he gives an apology, which, if you want to call it that, okay, so real quick. So who is who to tell somebody how to apologize? That's for one. I'm no one to be telling somebody else how to apologize. And I'm pretty sure nobody that is currently listening to this, unless you have some kind of degree in the field of mental health or psychology or psychiatry or whatever the case might be, maybe you would have a better understanding of how to broach an apology. But me saying, or should I say, me listening to the apology that he gave, and with him going on ranting about how he doesn't care what other people think, and then in the middle of his rant about how he doesn't care what other people think, about how if you want to see him, come see him, about how y'all dude should have just hit me on my line, about how I tell people MF them to their face. You understand what I'm saying? And then in the middle of all of that, he says, well, if I did anything to upset Lauren London, which I know I didn't, I apologize. That's not really an apology. I'm sorry if the title is, but I believe that Kodak Black believes that this is an apology. So that's why the title is what it is. But in reality, that is not an apology. Okay, one thing that I want to say real quick. I do believe that Kodak Black just doesn't understand the ramifications of his actions. I think that he lives in a bubble. I'm going to tell you real quick. So I have a family member, right? And they grew up raising children, okay? A lot of children. So a lot of their time they spent with children that they can tell what to do, when to do, how to do, whatever. So then now when they deal with other grown adults, they've spent so much time dealing with children that sometimes it could be frustrating to them to have to deal with grown adults who can make up their own decisions and do whatever the heck they want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're so used to dealing with children. Another example. Has anybody ever dated a school teacher? If you've dated a school teacher, you already know the majority of school teachers, I'm not talking about how good they are at their job or not. A majority of school teachers, they like to have a certain type of um control I'm laughing, but it's so serious, control over the situation in which they're dealing with. And when I talk about school teachers, I'm not talking about high school. I'm talking about like 1 through 5, let's say grades 1 through 5. You know, because during the course of their day, they deal with so much organization and everything else that, you know, they're really about being organized for the most part and getting things done for the most part. So a lot of times when you're doing anything that involves, you know, somebody in a field like that, you know, they want to have a certain level of control over the environment because that's just what they're used to. So with that being said, when you have an individual like Kodak Black and he's around, I would assume a lot of people that just yes mans him all day, lets him do all types of buffoonery that he wants all day, gives into and probably co-signs some of the shenanigans that he gets himself involved in. How could you not expect for him to carry himself this way? Now, I mentioned this a little bit earlier on a different video, how we had the Master P situation where he was like, oh, Master P's just after my money. Now, I'm not saying Master P wasn't after his money. What the heck do I know? I don't know what conversations these two guys had. But what I do know is this. Currently, it looks like Kodak Black could have used some type of mentor. Period. You could assume whatever you want out of this. You could say, oh, man, he don't need no mentor. Them old dudes is always tripping. You can say whatever you want, but Kodak Black is consistently doing things or conducting himself in a manner that somebody who lacks maturity would get themselves involved in, and he could have probably missed a couple of these potholes if he would have had someone around him that would have been saying, yo, look, Kodak, I don't think that's a good idea. Nah, we're not putting that on the internet. Yo, what are you doing? We all need that at some point in our life. All of us. Every single human being at some point in their life, when they start, you know, going to their next level, you need somebody who is already at that level or has been at that level at, you know, a good deal of the time to be able to make the transition a little bit smoother. I believe that Kodak Black has had one of the roughest transitions into superstardom that there ever has been in hip-hop music on a public platform because, you know, back in the day, we didn't have social media the way that we have it now. So we wasn't able to watch New Edition and the Bobby Browns and of the world, you know, on social media back in the 80s. You know, we wasn't able to see that, but we're able to see this. And this, what we are currently seeing, is an absolute lack of self-awareness. If he thinks that that thing that he said to Lauren London is an apology, is a sincere apology, it's crazy. Now, real quick, I'm going to tell you what I thought when I first heard the insult, or what everybody's considering to be the insult, which I also consider to be an insult also. I don't think he was saying it to insult. I think it is an insult. I think he shouldn't have said it. But I don't think he was saying it as an insult. I think in Kodak Black's mind, he realistically thinks objectifying women on a public platform is a way of, how do you say, giving them props. I believe that when he was saying what he was saying, that was his way of just trying to say that, well, Lauren London is extremely attractive. Probably one of the best looking women on the planet right now. That I think. And that's what I think he was trying to say. But since he's not used to talking to people in an intelligent manner, so since he's not used to voicing his ideas and voicing the things that he think intellectually, since he's usually, I'm just going to assume, talking with other dudes from the hood, talking about hood shit in a hood way, being around women that, you know, we've seen him argue with females on the internet. Some, you know, was jacking it, some wasn't. But the point being is, I sincerely think that in his mind, when he said what he said, I don't think he thinks he has a chance with Lauren London. I don't think that he even thinks in his wildest dreams she's interested in him. But what I do think is he thought that he was complimenting her when he was saying what he was saying. Because this is still, and this is a shame, a very young-minded young man. And until people stop giving him all of this undeserved respect for his quote-unquote genius, this is going to be what we're going to get out of him. We're not going to get the next iteration of what Kodak Black could be. We're going to get what he is now until this runs dry and no one wants any part of it anymore. Because at some point, the circus has to close its tents. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.